normally, now would be the clip where, you know, like, oh, wow, we are back in Sweden, everything is so great, wow, we are so happy to be back in Sweden. But actually, when Charlie came to the immigration, they didn't want to let her in to Sweden. Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Today we have a really special video because we are actually going back to Sweden.
我终于可以看到臭宝，因为我已经3个月没有看到他了。
Originally you planned to go back in March, but then you realized, oh, you can rebook and we can go back together to Sweden, but you book business class. But me, I am only in economy, so you will sit there in the front and I will sit back in economy all by myself. So you can shoot your experience, you know. Maybe you go to lunch, maybe you drink champagne, maybe you smoke cigar. I don't know what you guys are doing there in the front. You are just a normal girl who happens to have a lot of money.
他一直逼我做一些不想做的事情，不好笑。
Anyway, let's get started.
Med 你戴口罩，你还看起来很高兴。
真的吗？
对。
好快，因为你还要等这么多。
对。
I will see you maybe in Sweden next time.
So what will you do now?
应该去 lunch 吧，吃喝喝。
Can I go together with you?
那你有邀请卡？
Okay, so I finished the check-in of my luggage now, and I started a timer, and it took me 36 minutes. I think it's kind of okay. I saw some religious Lego. I think this is Taoist, but I'm not sure. And coffee from Alishan, of course, together with some pineapple cake, maybe the most famous thing to bring home from Taiwan. This is like make your own bubble tea. It looks pretty interesting. And I wanted to buy kavalan, but unfortunately I have to change the flight in Turkey, so I cannot bring it.
时间不够，就来不及进去那个 lounge， 然后我就来外带了一碗这个，看到吗？林东方牛肉面。
Charlie brought me some Romian, it's super nice. They already start boarding, so I feel so panic now, but look, this meet the final new Romian before going back to Sweden.
因为一般在那个机场的餐厅都很难吃，但是这一间有4.6颗星诶。
It's really tasty.
It's a really famous 牛肉面 restaurant, and it got really high review. 因为你刚刚不是说肚子很饿吗
Yes, I was so hungry. This is really so.
一定比飞机餐好吃。
I was thinking today maybe I should eat new Romian on my last day, but
Oh,
for
really?
some reason I didn't do it.
我们的心电感应。后面actually I can bring a 牛肉面 to.
Oh, really? And we eat so fast. Okay. Have a nice trip. Bye bye.
上了飞机后呢，发现这次的位置看起来还蛮小的，可能是机型的关系吧。它是那一种脚没有办法很宽的位置。然后盥洗包长得还蛮漂亮的，以前我都会带回家，但后来发现带回家也都没有用，所以我这次就直接放在飞机上。然后它比较奇特的是这个眼罩，看起来超像胸罩。到底谁的眼睛可以这么大，用到这么大的眼罩然后它的这个柠檬汁还蛮好喝的。空少来帮我们铺床，结果整个落亏。这个铺的床这样子一点都没有商务舱高级的感觉啊，害我自己重新还要铺一次。好，反正商务舱我最喜欢的地方就2个，一就是有香槟可以喝，2就是可以躺平睡觉。因为躺平睡觉是真的，一次就可以睡可能5-6个小时，然后着陆的时候就会比较有精神，不会那么累。那土耳其航空呢，它的食物真的是不太好吃，就可能比较不符合亚洲人的 是最喜欢华航跟长荣还有星宇的，我觉得都比较符合一个台湾人的胃这样。这一盘是早餐的前菜，都是我不喜欢吃的。我想过可不可以把这一盘送到经济舱给追吃，因为都是他爱吃的。
I was sitting back in economy, and this is the seat that was assigned to me. After a while, the flight attendants came with the food. It was a garlic chicken with some marinated vegetables. It was so-so, but I got some Turkish red wine that saved the experience for me. The dessert was caramel crumble cake, and unfortunately it was a little bit dry. Time to sleep. For breakfast, we got some vegetable frittata with zucchini. Okay, so we land in Istanbul now. Did you have to wait for me for a long time?
等了2.5分钟。
Okay, that is not so bad. I was afraid it was longer time. How was your business class trip?
我觉得它的那个舱就是很小，
Fuck off.
就是可能是机型的关系，所以它的就是空间没有很大。
My sympathy is zero.
东西也没有很好吃。
Okay, CP 值高不高？
但是可以升职，我觉得还是很舒服啦。就比起躺着，比起坐着。
To be honest, I got a really good seat because I got to sit next to the emergency exit. So I have a lot of leg room, so it was not so bad. I'm squeezed in between two people, but at least I have a lot of leg room.
我的前面有一个人，好像有2个小孩。 那个小孩就一直讲话，所以我睡到，反正我睡了5个，
我睡了5个
小孩就5个小时就被那个小孩吵醒。
Okay, I also sleep for 5 hours, but it's very low quality sleep.
我看了2部卡通。
什么卡通？
一个是 Inside Out， 一个是那个加菲猫。
Çarşambayı sel aldı bir yağ sevdim el aldı aman anam bir yağ sevdim el aldı.
这是你的天空吗？
什么是天空？
Is your heaven?
天空是 sky，
Jonas say heaven.
天堂。
这是你的天堂吗？
好像还好，我比较想要喵喵，可是他们好像没有。
No, no, no.
Like this?
Oy neymiş neymiş aman anam.
This is a doner kebab. It looks really nice.
Already looks like a diet for
Yes, this looks like that. This meat is very tasty. This is popular in Sweden too.
这个才是。
3,800 calories. Oh my god. 好吃吗？
看我吃东西是不是比较好吃？
为什么这个 vlog 你看起来那么高兴呢？
因为我睡得很好啊。
Okay.
没有，那个小孩一直吵。
Don't fall in love in business class, okay? The guys look so hot there. I don't know. It's boarding for business class now. It don't so much. Normally, now would be the clip where, you know, like, oh wow, we are back in Sweden, everything is so great, wow, we are so happy to be back in Sweden. But actually, when Charlie came to the immigration, they didn't want to let her in to Sweden. She is in the period when you are applying for a new visa, like she's renewing her visa, and during that time you are only allowed to leave if you have a really special reason. And for us, of course, or for Charlie, that reason was because her grandma had a stroke. We talked with the migration board and we explained the situation for the migration board, and they say, okay, this is a reason, you can leave for this reason and then come back. And they even give us a paper to say that Taiwanese they don't need to show a visa at the border. Like if we show this, then she can come in. But the immigration at the airport is done by the police, so it's different than the migration board. And I got off the plane and I go there and I see that she's talking with them and that she was actually denied and she has to walk away from there. And when I see this, I was so like distressed, like, oh, what is going on? I see Charlie is not allowed to come in, and they like take her away from the queue and they start to talk. So I go over directly. I say, oh no, she has an exception from the migration board. Look, we have this paper, you know, it's okay, she's allowed to enter. But then they say that, yeah, this paper doesn't work. It just shows that Taiwanese tourists are allowed to come into the country, but she wants to stay in Sweden. And for that reason, we cannot allow her because she left, yeah, all the things that I explained. So for me, I was really crushed when this happened, you know, because I thought, oh, this would be a funny video about economy and business. And then we come to Sweden and she is not allowed into the country, you know. So they walk away. And they talk for maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and me and Charlie sit there and like so. I think I was more crushed, maybe I was so nervous. And then after 30 minutes, they came back and they want to see a lot of, you know, the photo of the grandma, that we have this exception that we say, and that her grandma, yeah, basically that our story was true. And they walk away and they talk and talk and talk and talk, and then they come back and I feel so bad in my heart. I feel it's really 50-50. Okay, Charlie has to go back to Taiwan now, or she can really stay in Sweden. And luckily at that point they say, okay, yeah, it's okay, you can enter the country. So I was really so happy, you know, and so satisfied, because I was really worried that you were not allowed to come into Sweden again, you know. Where do you want to sit? Go and get a chair. I can take your tea. I was so relieved, you know. Welcome. I'm so happy that my wife can come into Sweden with me. So how do you feel about this? Maybe I need to
I think I was really calm, and you were really ready to fight. 就是他每次激动或生气的时候讲话，嘴角都会抽搐。
You're giving away all my...
对，他生气的时候讲，嘴角就会忍不住抽搐。
And this is a fucking paper. It's the fucking worst. This is the worst shit I ever heard. This fucking paper. You know what I'm gonna do?
You are really emotional, Jonas.
So.
Stay calm. Maybe the paper. Don't burn your hand.
Yeah. Don't know who I am angry at anymore.
Yeah.
But at least that paper is worthless. You can know if you are on a Swedish Sambo visa and you are reapplying, because it takes so long time, you know. And I had called migration board. They say there will be no problem at the border, and then it's another problem. I feel really it's 50-50 when they come out.
Yeah, like I see your emotion is like really, I don't know, in the border of breaking down.
Because I've been flying economy for 24 hours, eating shitty food, fighting with my neighbors, get some sleep, sitting like this, you know. While you are in business, like, oh wow, champagne in the morning, champagne in the evening. Life is great. Oh, who cares if I can come into Sweden or not?
Yeah, I was really calm. I was super calm. I don't even think about if I am kicked out, because I think I am so prepared. Like when I already fly back to Taiwan, I already think, okay, the worst case is they don't let me in again. But I think it's worth it, because if that is the last time I see my grandma, then I should do it, you know. So it's okay.
Of course it's worth it. Yes. You know, and when they finally say, okay, you can come into Sweden, I want to cry.
Oh, you are so emotional.
I was so emotional, I really want to cry at that time.
Thank you.
And I feel that it was because we had a policewoman who had a good day, I think, and she also I see when we talk about your grandma's stroke, she really feel like, oh, she wants to help us, you know. But I felt that if she had a bad day, or if someone else, or maybe our reason was like slightly less important in their eyes, I think you wouldn't have come in. You fly back to Taiwan, maybe business, maybe economy.
Yeah, I know. I really wonder if I have to fly back, then who will pay for the flight ticket?
I know that according to the law, the air
government?
The air company that flies you to a country, they will also have to pay to fly you back. That's why they always check your visa and check all your documents so closely, because they know if they fly a person to a new country and that person are allowed in, they are responsible to fly back. But of course, Turkish Airlines would try to get your money for this. I don't think they would say like, oh, no worries, happily here, take a business class, we fly you back here, more champagne. No, of course there would be some shit.
No, like I offer you to upgrade. Like I can pay for your business class, but you say no. You say, no, I want to take on economy, it's fun.
Because I want to know the difference.
Because
like,
I want to, when I flew to Taiwan, next to me is like really sweet couple. They sleep together, super cute.
Oh, really?
They even have a dog in the middle.
Yeah.
So I want to fly back with you, but then you say, no, I don't want to. You want to stay in economy, so.
Okay, I admit, actually, because for this I thought, this can be a really interesting video, you know, to compare. Because I want to see, what do you get and what do I get in economy. So of course it's like super sweet you upgrade for me. I get to sit by the emergency door, so I get a lot of leg space, and I find the way to get this, because I got it both on the way to Taiwan and also both on the way back to Sweden. And the way I do is when I talk with the flight attendants, I try to be super nice. And this, of course, is not a strategy, it's just a decency. Like, I always talk so...
You are sneaky.
No! Like,
You're
I always...
like, hello, how is your day?
Yeah, I do that, but
yeah, try to, flirt with the...
even it's a guy, it doesn't matter. I do it from my heart. I think that's a decency, it's not strategy.
Okay.
Like, also, when we go to eat, I always say, it's super tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just how I do. Yeah, but that is really important. Of course, you need to be tall. That's the first thing. Like, kind of tall. But I'm not super tall. There are more taller guys on the plane. And then you say, how is your day?
You are 187, is tall enough.
When you check in, you need to say, how is your day? How are you doing? And then when you talk a little bit, you will say, by the way, I have really long legs. Can I please get an aisle seat? Because aisle seat is no value, It's like a window seat, even that you're asking for something. But aisle seat, they have 1 million aisle seat. And then when you say, can I please get an aisle seat? I have a little bit long legs. Then they will say, let me check if there's any seat next to the emergency. Are you okay to sit next to the emergency seat? It's more leg room. I say, yeah, sure. Yeah, if you have that kind of seat, yeah, sure, I can sit there.
Yeah.
And then you get
you can
really
see
good.
he is really manipulative.
No, it's called decency.
Manipulative.
Decency.
He likes to scheme. Is it called scheme or scam?
No. I think if you go into a restaurant and the server comes and say, hi, how is your day? What nice table do you have for us today? That is not scheming. That is being friendly. And then they think, it's a friendly guy, I can give him back. And they see, maybe I have too long legs, I shouldn't squeeze me in somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
心机很重.
Is that good or bad?
Bad.
Okay.
That's correct. How will Chobo react now? Aww. She knows it's you.
小，妹妹好想你呀。
She seems a little bit reluctant.
小球喵，
Hey, Chobo.
巧巧。
Yeah, it's me you miss. You miss me the most.
好想你呀，
Äntligen hörde du. Du får tillbaka igen.
Sitter hon här uppe då?
Ja, men det är fönstret. Det är därför jag har tagit.
Yeah, anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Please don't write any hate comment about Charlie Shea. Actually, you say that you can pay to upgrade me to business class. But I just want to make a really stupid video, and then in the end became super dramatic. Maybe this is some kind of karma. I don't know. And I recommend you, if you apply for a visa in Sweden, never leave Sweden in that time unless you really have to. And don't bring any paper, it's useless. And you need to be really lucky, and you really need to show the reason why you left in that visa period. Even if they say it's okay, you can leave, you really need to show it.
Maybe some people they will say, but if they ask you to stay, why don't you just stay? Before I went back to Taiwan, I already think about this. It's like, okay, the worst case is I cannot come back to Sweden, but I think it's worth it because when my grandma got a stroke, I really thought maybe it's the last time I can see her. You never know, no one knows. So I think it's totally worth it. I think my grandma is on the priority, or in the priority.
Yeah, this is how we discuss. Of course, that is the reason why you go. So.
Yeah, the worst is I cannot come back to Sweden. I just go back to Taiwan and wait for the visa. Not a big deal. Your heart.
Not a big deal? Excuse me?
Yeah, you are so emotional.
I want to come. I fixed this house so much and I want to come home with my wife. Is that so strange?
You are so emotional, Jonas.
I'm the stable one. Anyway, please leave a comment about anything. If you like a business, if you like economy. To upgrade from economy to business was 42,000, but I think you paid less than this, right? 30,000.
35?
35. Okay, so kind of that. If you think it's worth it to
It's
upgrade,
only one way. I mean, 35.
yeah,
Not both ways.
yeah, sure. If you think so, in this video, you know, became so dramatic, original. It's about business and economy. And yes, please leave a comment, please leave a like. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye bye.